boy, I am looking forward to this. Tonight's going to be a good night. I have got 2 individual games. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. We have got trivia and we have got another game to add to it. This is going to be fun and interesting and just, it's going to be good. I'll wait for our crowd to come up. So I'm going to be right there on it, but it isn't. So far down, down, down. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, Dylan. We're not only going to be doing trivia. I found something that is cool and it's going to be fun. I look forward to doing it almost more than the trivia, honestly. And I've got it as a downloaded app, so that means we can do this often. It's hard to find a good trivia spot with good questions. Hello, Mark. Wait for a few more to come in. I've got a new subscriber to leave a link for y'all. Yeah, because most of it is like questions for you to answer yourself, not for like a party or anything. And I had tried looking up the apps, and those are on timers, and that doesn't do no good. But anyway, I've got another person to leave a link down. Yeah, and I was going to use it tonight, but I've got on this phone what we're going to be using, and there's no way that I could use the stream. And so I've got to remember to either put Streamlabs on the tablet or get the trivia questions and stuff on the tablet, one way or the other. That way we can use both. And I didn't think about that because I was ready to use the Streamlab, and I'm busy looking away on my phone finding what I needed for tonight. And then I thought, I can't use the Streamlab. So I'm going to attempt to try it tomorrow. It looks like it should work. Hello, Julian. We'll have to give it some kind of a shot, though, just to make sure. It should work, though. I've already got it linked to the YouTube. It's just a matter of getting it to plug in, so to speak. Doing pretty good. How are you, my brother? Man, I hope that doesn't bother me tonight. I've got a nut stuck in my tooth where I had some peanut butter. Now, I got it out. Anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and leave this link here. I haven't even checked her out yet, but I'll go on ahead and leave her link, and then hopefully everybody can check her out. Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude, but that was aggravating. Oh yeah, she needs a little bit of help. So let me get her in here. Let me turn the volume down. Let me turn the volume down. Hey, you were supposed to turn down. Thank you. All right, there y'all go. I'm gonna pull up the trivia questions here. Hopefully, I won't get any interruptions on this phone because I'm using my regular phone. I should have transferred it to my video phone. Found it on there. Hell, we'll find out who comes out on top. Man, if Mom would get in here, you'd all be in trouble. Thank you. Anyway, when you can, check out that link. It's Midlife Mama. Yep. Yeah, I tell you what, you all start watching Jeopardy. You've got a better chance. Oh, she's got notifications, so she wants to come on. She'll come on. I don't think she's a big fan of it. Hello, Ian. There you are. You're going to whoop us now, Joy. I know what the problem was. All the questions was more or less about your. So we've got you now. You ought to be able to get a lot of marks. Now this time, since I've been leaving links for everybody, the only people who gets an honorable mention are the ones who gets any marks, and those are the ones that'll be getting links. All right. Well, we don't have Mitch in. I'm sure that he'll be popping in though. So, I know you are flying, I tell you. And Dylan finally hit 300. Yeah. He'll get in anyway, but you're ready to use that brain of yours, I know. And now for Omad Outlaw to hit the 100, that will be a good milestone for him to hit 100. I remember when I first saw my 100, and man, I might as well have been at 1,000. I felt so good about it. Yeah, but now today I have lost. I've actually lost 4 today. Last night I ended up reaching 23, but I lost 4 today, so I'm back down to 419. But that's okay because I've got this proclamation that every time I lose 1, God blesses me with 2. So guess what? I've got 8 subscribers coming to me. I tell you what, it's exciting. It really is. My first subscriber was Sightseeing Sally. I went to one of her videos and said, I started my own channel. And she checked out my video and she said, "I'm your first subscriber." At the time, she only had like 1,500 subscribers herself. Yeah, but that's how it goes. My mom was my fourth. I told her, I said, "Mom, I've got a really funny video out on YouTube. Check it out. Will you subscribe to me?" She said, "Well, let me see the video." She watched it and she said, "Okay, I subscribed." um, we're kind of stalling for him. Sometimes you have to ask. You really do. Sometimes you do have to ask, especially when you're first starting out before you really get established. But the more subscribers you get, the more established you get. But the first 5, 10, you really do have to kind of ask. I'm used to it. That's just me. Oh, okay. You're ready. Yeah, he does. But if he misses a few crushes, that's fine because I have got another cool game for us to play as well. We are going to have loads of fun tonight, guys. I look forward to this. We're going ahead and get started here. Yeah, and you also smile a lot with those rolled eyes. So there we go. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. And just now speaking. All right. Trivia question number 1. What is the official nickname of Texas? What is the official nickname of Texas? Very good, Mark. I need to get my pen. That's the one thing I was missing. I need to remember that. Actually, I need to put a pin here. That way I'm not going back and forth. So anyway, for anybody who didn't catch it, you only get a shout out. Well, you only get your link listed if you get any marks. If you don't get any marks, you don't get a link put out. But I'll still give honorable mentions because shout outs are still good. I'd like to get some fresh meat in here so that people doesn't get tired of watching the shout out and think, "Oh, it's just the same old people. Not worth watching. Same old folks." All right, so we've got Mark, Joy, and Julian that got it right. She's already on the ball tonight. Nah. That's okay, Mitchell. It is the Lone Star State, though. All right, number 2. Name the biggest island of the world. Name the biggest island of the world. Nope. Yes. Dylan got it. Greenland. And this was a question that we had a few nights ago. No, it's not Hawaii, Mitch. See, playing trivia and kind of going over the same questions, you learned something there. Name 3 novels of Shakespeare. Name 3 novels of Shakespeare. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. Hi, Hidden. How you doing there, buddy? Yes, Hamlet is one. What's the other 2? Nope. That's all right, buddy. I'll tell you why the Romeo and Juliet is not a novel. It was a play. It was just a script for a play. I would have thought the first thing that would have came out of my mouth was Romeo and Juliet. But believe it or not, he isn't the originator of Romeo and Juliet anyway. He just kind of rewrote it in script form for play, and he changed it around with his own words. It was written way before him. I kind of read up on Romeo and Juliet. Well, apparently nobody does. So I'll go on ahead and give Mark a mark. I'll give him a point because he did say Hamlet. The other 2 is Merchant of Venus and Taming of the Shrew. Nope, not Julius Caesar. The Merchant of Venus and the Taming of the Shrew. All right, question number 4. What was the relation between Sebastian and Viola in the Twelfth Night? What was the relation between Sebastian and Viola in the Twelfth Night? Oh, wow. I've never read it myself. Very good, Dylan. Yes. Dylan got it. They were brother and sister. No, Dylan got it. That was a good guess. What is the diameter of our Earth? I'll take your closest answers. They've got it written in kilometers. What is the diameter of our Earth? It's all right. It's not necessarily mine either. I know very little of it. Not for the entire Earth, no. They've got it written in kilometers. I don't know what the miles is. Anybody just want to throw it out there? Yeah, that one would be one I wouldn't be able to guess. $12,742 kilometers. I wish they would give that in conversion, but it's not. 12,742 kilometers is the diameter of the Earth. Oh, that's a good guess, but no, not a million. Name the largest continent of the world. Oh, that's all right. Enjoy. Enjoy your taco. Nope, not Europe. It's a good guess, though, Mitch. Nope, not Africa. Nope, not Australia. Very good, Nikki. It's Asia. Nikki gets up. This is her first. That would be part of Asia, Julian. I'll give that to you. How many states are there in the United States of America? Everybody ought to get a mark for this. Come on, the rest of you, roll it out. I know that you get points on it. You're going to get your name up on the board, Mitchell. You're being awful silent, buddy. No? You seriously think there's 48? Okay. I know that there's a question, though, that you're going to get your name up. Oh, we'll see how well that you've been keeping up with royalty. Name the kids of Prince William. Name Prince William's kids. That's one. Very good. Oh, well, they was including Alaska and Hawaii. No, believe it or not, Mitchell's got one. But it happens that William has got two children. So what's the second one? Maybe. Very good, Nikki. Yes, Princess Charlotte. Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Very good, both of you. And Mitch finally gets his name up on the board. I love it when everybody gets some marks, honestly. Which state is known as the Empire State? Yeah, before we answer this question, how did you get that, Mitchell? We've got 3 there. No, Mitch. All right. Yeah. Julian and Dylan are tied at 4. I'll give that to you, Nikki. It's New York. All right, now we have got 4 that's got 4. Okay. You know what? I'm skipping that. All right, name the largest ocean of the world. No, not the Atlantic. Yes, Dylan's got that one, Pacific. Dylan's up at 5. Nope, it's Pacific. It's not the Atlantic. Joy's got 4 now. Are you going to tell us how that you knew the baby's name? How that you knew the prince's name, Mitch? It pays to keep a good memory. Oh, wow. Cool. It paid, didn't it, buddy? Oh, here's a good one for you. And let's see if you, once again, how well did you keep up with royalty? This may be before some people's knowledge. When did Princess Diana die? When did Princess Diana die? You don't have to give me the month and the day they gave it, but at least come around the year. Very good, Ian. No, Ian actually got it right. 1997. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, seriously. And this puts Ian up on the board. Now he's got one. Awesome. You all's determined to keep your name up. Let people know who you are. Y'all say, I want my link up. I'm not going to lag behind. Very good, Ian. That is fascinating, isn't it? I didn't think that they would. I wouldn't have been able to tell you the year. But according to the date, it was actually August 31st. So the anniversary is actually coming up. Okay, here's a little bit of geography rather, not geometry, geography. Where is the Bermuda Triangle situated? Where is the Bermuda Triangle situated? Nope, not the Pacific Ocean. Cuba and Florida. Well, that's not what they're stating. Bermuda, huh? Dylan's actually got it, the Atlantic Ocean. Dylan's got that one, and that gives him 6. Dylan's the only one that got that one. He's up to 6, guys. He's turning yins to shred. Okay, let's see how many of yins remember this. When was America affected by Hurricane Katrina? When was America affected by Katrina? Pretty close. Yeah, that's close too. Mitch, you got it, buddy. 2005. Very good. Jens was all pretty close. Mitch, that gives you 2, pal. Jens was really close. You all are to be able to get this. Well, Maybe not, because it's not what I thought the answer was. The really cool thing is the answers are hid from me until I open it up. Oh, were you? But when I opened this up, it was not what I thought it was. Maybe I should try to guess as well because seriously, the answers are hid until I open up the question. I'm going to try to guess too. All right. Name the largest dam in the world. The largest dam in the world. Nope, not Hoover. Nope, not Hoover. That's what I thought. I was shocked when I opened it up. It'd be sweet if all of you could get that. No. I've seen that everybody threw it in there. Yes, Hoover is in Colorado, but no. Three Gorges Dam. Three Gorges Dam. It doesn't say where it's located. I don't even know if it's in the United States, honestly. Three Gorges Dam. Neither have I. That one definitely got me. So this next question, I am not opening up until we all guess, because I'm going to start guessing with you guys. Who invented the reel? Who invented the reel? I'm done. Bless your heart, Joy. That has to be rough. I wonder if you can enable your voice activation so that you can dictate instead of just type it in. That's what Mom does. She uses her voice activation dictation so that she can get the type in instead of just typing. But see, Mom shakes really bad, and so she really can't type. So she uses the voice activation. The same person who created the gin, cavemen, and the Indians, England. Oh, yeah. No voice activation there. Yeah. That really does make it a little rough. I forgot you using your old laptop that's as old as mine, if not older. Mine's pretty old. It was my husband's before I met him. All right, now for the revelation. That is the most dumbest answer. The question is, who invented the reel? Wait till y'all hear the answer. This is stupid. No. Even if we had guessed who it was and was correct, we'd still be wrong. The answer that they gave. Now remember, they asked who invented the wheel. And the answer that they gave is 3500 BC. How stupid! Who created the wheel? I didn't know that 3500 BC is a who. No. Might as well be Marco Polo. My gosh, it didn't ask when. Nuts. You know what? Hard to just literally give everybody a mark just because of their stupidity. Seriously. Exactly. I'm giving everybody a mark for that on default. Stupid technicality. Duh. That really puts a lot of folks up. Because of a technicality, Ian, you've got 2 marks now. Stupid answer. My goodness. All right. How many bones are there in a human body? How many bones are there in a human body? I am going to guess 250. We've got 206. 600. 227. 550. 300. How many bones is in the human body? 100. 237. And I say 250. Let's see. Good job, Mitchell. He got it right on it. 206. Good job, buddy. That puts you up to 4 marks. That's pretty good. You better hold on tight, Dylan. He's catching up. I think everybody may get a mark for this one. I believe you, Mitchell. You was the first one who answered. You didn't have time to Google it. Which invention is associated with the Wright brothers? Which invention is associated with the Wright brothers? I'll give my answer afterwards. The gin? Dylan. Believe it or not, buddy, you're wrong. And I didn't open it up either. I know this because I'd done a video on it. I know the rest of you know this. I'm waiting for all of you so that I can put you down a mark. Oh, okay. Got it. Flap. We don't have Julian's answer. Ian? Okay, yeah, you did. All right. Yeah, everybody gets one except for Dylan. I can't believe it, Dylan. It is the plane or flight. Unbelievable. Okay, that puts everybody up another mark except Dylan. Dylan, I can't believe you missed that one. Yeah, really. Wow. Yeah, because I don't know who created the gin. All right. What is the meaning of leap year? What is the meaning of leap year? Eli Whitney, right. Mitch, I tell you what, you're pretty smart, pal. I agree with you, Mitchell. I've not opened up the answer yet. Everybody in agreement? Yep. Having a February of 29 days. You never heard of leap year? Wow. Learn something new all the time, don't you? All right, that gives Mitch one, which puts him up to 6. Yeah. And Nicole is up to 7. She's on you, Dylan. And Joy's got 6 now. And Julian is up to 7. And Dylan is managing to stay ahead, but he's only one up. I'm assuming that Mark is in agreement since he's eaten. All right, we're going to get off the trivia. I'm anxious for us to try our new game. I am stoked about this. This is going to be so cool. Have any of you ever played Would You Rather? I used to play this on the weight loss site that I was on. It was pretty cool. Well, good. That's what I have got downloaded as an app. So we're in business here. All right. Would you rather spend the day at an amusement park or spend the day at a water park? Spend the day at an amusement park or at a water park? And the really cool thing is, we get to see the percentage of everybody else's preference on this. So we've got a water park and 2 amusement parks. Germs in the pool. Neither. You hate kids. Okay. Oh, cool. Cool. Interesting. Interesting. This is interesting because, like I said, you can see the percentage of of other people's preferences. Me personally, I'd rather spend the day at an amusement park, even though I like water parks. We've got 2 waters, and no, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 waters, 1, 2. Yeah, we're equal there, 3 and 3. Well, believe it or not, 63% of people that's played this would rather spend the day at the amusement park. 37% said they'd rather stay at the water park. So the amusement park gets it. All right. Would you rather play Pac-Man or Space Invaders? Pac-Man or Space Invaders? 1 Pac-Man. 2 Pac-Man. So not Pac. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's see what the percentages is. 69% says Pac-Man, 31% says Space Invaders. There was 1 Space Invader on there. Yep, Pac-Man got it by 69%. All right. Would you rather live in a world where you rule or live in a world with no problems? You want a rule, Nikki? Okay. Two rules, one no problem. I rule and be the king. That's three rules and one no problem. Four rules and one no problem. Two no problems. Cool. That's true. Well, actually, there's three no problems. I wish there was no problems, so I would side with that one. Wow. Wow. So there was four to rule and three with no problems. There was 73% live in a world with no problems and 27% where they would rule. Yeah, 73% would rather live in a world with no problems. That's a high percentage. Whoa. Yeah, but maybe it'd be a good idea not to ever let them realize that. All right. Would you rather be in a real version of The Walking Dead or a real version of Jurassic Park? Be in The Walking Dead or Jurassic Park? I think it'd both be scary enough. That's a good way of looking at it. I like that. I like that, Ian. Now, you've not got to swing your bat yet. Me and my shadow. Okay. Well, once again, Jurassic Park is 4, Walking Dead is 3. I wouldn't be able to choose either. So let's see here. Wow. You all's got this one for sure. Only 30% with The Walking Dead, 70% with Jurassic Park. Y'all's with that one. Oh, well, that would be a hard one for me. Oh, Mitchell. Wow. Get this written down first here. All right. Would you rather watch Nicolas Cage movies or watch Owen Wilson movies? Probably not. We've got one Owen. We've got one Cage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wouldn't know who to choose. Got two Cage. You're good. I've got you down for Cage. We've got one Owen. That makes two for Owen. Two for Cage, two for Owen. There you got it. Just had to keep working at it. I haven't seen a good Owen Wilson movie for a while. He's almost non-extinct on acting right now. Yeah, that's true, Dylan. Actually, it's incorrect, Dylan. It's just with a C, not a K. But anyway, it's all right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. And Wilson's got 4. Cage only has 2. We're missing an answer. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got 4 for Wilson and 3 for Cage. Boy, that's a hard choice for me. I like them both. It was kind of close, guys. 49% says Cage, 51% says Wilson. That was close. And Jens, once again, was right in with the percentage.
Are you paying too much for car insurance?
Excuse-moi. We don't want a commercial. We're on a roll here. Hurry up. All right. Would you rather never be able to touch anyone again or never be able to talk to anyone again? Would you rather never be able to touch or never be able to talk? Wow. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 talk. and 4 touch. Me personally, I like hugs and I love kissing my husband. I wouldn't be able to make it without touch. But talk, so many times I wish I was born without a tongue. And a lot of times I go silent anyway and just listen. I'm more of a listener than a talker. So I would go personally, no talk. Just can't make up your mind, huh, Ian? Well, I've got 4 for no touch and 3 for no talk. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Wow. I'm in the minority. 71% said never touch again. 29% said never talk again. And you guys are right in it. You are in the majority. I'm in the minority. I like being silent. Yeah, I'd rather just be silent, you know? Besides, I get in trouble if I talk too much. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's a very good one. This one's very interesting. All right. Would you rather have a lisp or a lazy eye? Yeah, that was a huge gap. A lisp or a lazy eye? A lisp is when you're like you don't pronounce words very well because, say for instance, maybe you've got too big of a tongue or too big of lips and you just can't pronounce right. 2 lazy eyes and 1 lisp. Three lazy eyes. So that's 4 lazy eyes. I'm sorry to hear that, Ian. It does make it rough to be able to talk. I know that. Now, I don't have a lisp, but I do have a problem pronouncing words. So I feel for you, buddy. All right. And what did you have a choice, Nikki? Lazy eye. Okay. And lazy eye for Mark. All right. So that is 5 eyes and 1 lips. Let's see who gets this. I think I'd be fine having a lazy eye. Wow. Interesting. Okay, 56% would rather have a lisp and 44% would rather have a lazy eye. So this time yins are in the minority. minority. It's not easy having a speech impairment at all. So, that was actually 2 for the list. But yeah, it's not easy having a speech impairment. I did for a long time. I had to take speech therapy. It was rough. All right, we'll do one more rather, and then we'll get into a good old-fashioned chat. Now this is something to deeply consider. All right, guys. This is something to really think about here. Would you rather have your memory right away right now, or would you rather become a newborn with all of your current memories? Well, I can definitely understand that, Ian. I definitely can. All right, Mitch, baby. One newborn. Okay, buddy. I got that. Have a good night, pal. 2 more. Yeah, he done very good with the trivia. A good 6. That's awesome. Another newborn. Has 4 newborns, none for a memory right. And 2 more there. Well, it looks like the newborns have got this one. And then we've got 1 to have the memory wiped out. Kind of a little bit of a thought there, I wouldn't mind being born again and having all my memories. Then maybe I could do it better. 20% said have the memory wiped away right now. 80% said be a newborn with the current memories. Y'all's in the majority. That's a really thoughtful question right there. So that turned out pretty good. I like that. I enjoy that. And everybody came out with a mark. So I get to have fun again with putting in links. Nobody's going to be left out tomorrow. And Ian had just informed me that he had finally uploaded a video. So that means he no longer has his little trailer. He's actually got a video I can put a new link on for him. So that's great news. And he has gained another subscriber because yesterday he had 9. Now he's got 10. Yeah, except for Anthony. Oh, Anthony. Don't know what we're going to do with that boy. He probably wouldn't have played the trivia anyway. He would have said, I'm only a 13-year-old. I don't know. Why do I have to have school? Yeah, but you know what? Short videos are good too. I mean, this is the really crazy thing. You really earn more when you're finally monetized. You earn more with having longer videos, but it's kind of a catch-22 because people doesn't have the expansion, the attention span to watch really long videos. Most generally, they do good with anywhere from 5 and under, but yet you earn more with longer videos. And this is what I found out from somebody who's earning, and they had done an experiment. And with their shorter videos, they didn't earn that much, but with the longer ones, they did, and they was able to put more ads into their videos, and that's what was really bringing them the money. No, they don't. I mean, it would have to really be something of true fascination. Now, I know sometimes I get talking about a subject and I go a little bit long and I think to myself, man, I'm going to do good if people listens to the first 5 minutes of this. So I try to keep that in mind, and I do my best to keep it under 10 minutes. My best. Doesn't always work out that way, but I try. I pulled up another link for you, Dylan, instead of the one that I'd been doing about the green car. I like that realistic drawing that you've done. So that's the link that I gave you this time today. That way, anybody who checks it will get another video to see. Good to see you, Mark. I'm glad that you was still able to answer. Hope you enjoyed your meal. Have to have some fresh meat. Okay, Ian. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with all the new videos for everybody, the newest ones that's been uploaded, but some of them hasn't uploaded any new ones, and so I'm pretty well stuck with either their trailer or the last one they uploaded. But when I saw the realistic drawing, I thought this is perfect. He's got it in fast motion, and a lot of people likes watching sketches like that. And so I figured that would be a really good draw-in. Sometimes delays do happen, though, unfortunately, Joy. My husband likes working with Amazon, but every time that they screw it up, I guarantee you he's on the phone faster than anything. And they work with him. He is good at that. And that car does look real. He's pretty good with his computer art, too. Yeah. Wow. I hate that. I really do. I hate that. But I tell you what, when you do get that mic, I hope that it works good for you. I got checking out the mics that hubby had gotten for me again, and they were supposed to be plug and play. They plug, they don't play. I mean, seriously. And I thought that they worked on Bluetooth, but they're not Bluetooth. They just plug into the device. One is a lapel mic and the other is a handheld mic, and it's got a stand, but it just I seriously believe that we just be ourselves, and with our talk, we be a good witness to him, and we draw him in. Yeah. But you know what? If he doesn't see the love of Christ through us, he he'll continue not to believe. So he's got to see it in us. I hope to goodness it does, Joy. I really do. I really do. Did you get yourself like a table model, like a handheld, or is it a lapel mic? Absolutely, Mark. I agree with that. Just like God put you guys back into my life, and you all are a blessing to me. I look forward to doing these every night just so that I could see you all. Good night, Ian. You have a great night, buddy. All right, Joy. A lapel, okay. I know it is. And you know, that's like we was talking about the rapture today. There's I already shared with Mark about a certain prayer that's needing to be done for my husband's job. Oh, Julian. All right, pal. I'll see you tomorrow then. Us last few. But anyway, like I shared with Mark, it happens that where hubby works, uh, they had an inspection, and the store wasn't up to par to regulations. Now, it happens that he had one manager that had left about a month ago, and the one uh, under manager had took his place, but he doesn't have complete authority on the store yet. And he's got to make the goal in order to get that store. But as it happens, because right now they're over labor, which isn't good. They've got by the end of August to get the labor within the right grid. And the store wasn't up to par. So here's this manager that hubby really appreciates. He looks up to him. He's a good boss. And he's on the verge of either being fired or not getting the authority over the store that he's wanting. And it ended up being a rough day today. And hubby is worried for his boss because it also happens one, the boss isn't saved. He does not know or trust in Jesus Christ. Two, he has gone through a separation and his ex is getting child support, which has taken away all of his money and he has no right to live. And three, for the first time, like today, Chris, my husband, saw him extremely on edge. And the really sad thing is, if the boss ends up getting fired, then they'll bring somebody else in. And the boss has really been good with hubby because hubby is still learning a lot of stuff. He's team leader, but he's still learning some things. And so this boss has been patient with him. But if another manager comes in, it's possible that manager won't be so merciful on hubby. Only there's some factors to that. Um, we're really looking for the manager now to keep his position because he's a good boss. And I think he would do well to have the store under him. And I don't want to see hubby end up under another boss who would literally knock him out of a job just because he had failed to do something specific that he's still trying to learn. So overall, if you don't mind, Dylan, since because Mark and Nikki here is on it, you be in agreement as well that the manager gets the store, he keeps his job, and hubby is safe. What's really sad is like the store has sold out to a new owner, and the people who originally owned it gave all employees a bonus who had been there for over a year. So here's all these employees who got it's a very, very generous bonus, and people was calling off left and right to not get to come in because they had that money. And so here was the main manager stuck holding the bucket with the main headquarters coming in to double check that everything is okay. And the store was a mess. Hubby had just pulled all night long, and he was willing to stay for his boss, but his boss told him to come on home. But he was willing to stay and help to try to straighten up that store to make it more presentable. And boss was just really upset because people was calling in, no show. Oh, because of a bonus. Now, how bad is that? You get blessed and you decide to just stay out and spend. Yeah, yeah. The really bad thing is the majority of the employees, just the team members themselves, not the leaders, but the team members themselves, are college students. So like they've still got to go out and do their parties, hang with their friends and whatnot before college starts this year. But hubby had even called, he had texted one of the team leaders and tried to call the other under manager, and there was no response from either. And he was doing that to try to help the main boss. No response. I told hubby I'm about ready to put every one of them over top my lap and give them a good spanking. Every single one of them, because they all complain. Every one of them. They want to hurry up and get off their shift. As soon as their minute is up, they want to get out. Forget cleaning the store, making sure it's ready for the next shift, whatever. And hubby has to hold all that, plus to keep up with his own. It looks bad, it really does. And what's really sad is that particular store has been labeled from the other stores that it's the demoralized store. The really sad thing is, Nikki, Satan has took opportunity of all this, and he really had latched on to my husband to the point that he was in deep depression. And when we got to church last Sunday, pastor called him up to pray for him, and he told me it felt like there was a burden lifted off his shoulder. And now Satan's trying to put it back on him again. Hello, Chris. How are you doing, buddy? It's good to see ya. Hubby's holding in tight, but a lot of us is having to hug him, so to speak, to urge him on. So yeah. And pray for the store that it keeps running and the boss that he gets the store and that everything goes well with headquarters and really big time that hubby can hold on tight. But the one thing his mom said was that if something was to happen that he doesn't keep his position in this particular store, that God has got something else for him. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that very much. We're just, I believe that God had put my husband at this particular place. And there had been a whole lot of dead wood there, literally, and they have been dropping out. The ones that's useless to the place has been dropping out. And I believe God's cleaning the store and setting it up to be a better place. But in the meantime, there's so much drama that's going on. No. Who is Chris Chan? It's a hamburger place. Well, there are people that's on the worst side of life. Oh, really? Is he kind of like a troublemaker? I think it was mostly of how dirty the place was. Hubby didn't elaborate on just what it was, but whatever it was, they ended up getting a mark from Syntec, which is, I'm not quite sure what they are, but they do have a lot to do with keeping regulations and hearing complaints from customers. Well, I hate to hear that, Chris, about that guy. But yeah, hubby didn't elaborate, just wanting all. But it wasn't very satisfying. I know it's been to the point even that customers have called in complaining that like there's no tables and that their food is brought out to them cold. Yes, he is. He really is. And I believe that. Whatever is in store, God has plans. And so, but as far as it goes with all of that, hubby's biggest concern about his boss is if he would happen to be fired and with what's going on with the child support and everything, because see, his boss drinks when he's not at work. So he's afraid that his boss might try to commit suicide. And that's our biggest concern is his state of mind if he would lose this job, along with having to try to pay child support that he can't afford to begin with, and not even knowing Jesus Christ. Yeah. And the way hubby explained it before the boss let him go for the day, he said it looked like he had just completely given up, like he had just gave up. And my son does on occasion. I don't know if my daughters do. They've never commented about it. But my son, on occasion, he'll go onto a video and check it out. What about my children or about the boss? Because it's both sad, but my girls know I've got the channel and they know that I make videos, so yeah. And he's really a good man. He's a real good man. He's a great manager. He has given hubby so many chances and tutoring and stuff. It happened that hubby started working there last year in March, and it was this same man who hired him on, even though the head boss was kind of, but then the boss now uh, interviewed hubby and encouraged the head boss to hire him. He saw potential in my husband. And so hubby has been so very grateful to this man because he's holding on to him. There's been a couple times that hubby said that maybe he should go to another store, and the boss says, "No, I need you." So he's a really good boss. I love you too, Nikki. This ended up being a pretty short one. I'll hang on until the last man standing, I guess. Who knows? We might end up with traffic a little later. Usually I say bye, but I'm not ready to shut this off. So, anyway, you have a good night, Nikki. That's exactly what my mother in law said. All I know is God knows what's up. And I do believe that God's got a plan. So, I'm trusting Him. One thing I know for sure, though, God's not going to leave us stranded. And that's a definite. No matter what happens, God is not going to leave us stranded. So, but I think everything's okay. I do. I really believe everything's okay. He always turns the wrong into right. Always. But like I said, the biggest concern is that the boss might would hurt himself, and that right there really is the biggest concern. No matter what happens to the store, um, I don't want to see the boss hurt himself either. Hubby has talked to him a couple times about God. He didn't push him on him or anything, but just in passing gave a little bit of God. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm not worried one bit about the finances. I've not even begun to even worry about the finances. Not one bit. Not one bit. And honestly, even though it sounds like there's a lot of trouble going on, I seriously believe that everything is okay all the way around. All the way around. I really do. I wish my husband would feel the same sense of peace that I do. That Streamlab, I'm gonna put the app on my video phone and on the tablet, but first we'll try it on this other phone. And if it works, then I'll put the app on the tablet and the other phone, and that means that we can start coloring again or live streaming me paint or whatever. You know, well, let me try it first, Dylan, and if it works for me, I'll definitely let you know. I'll be the guinea pig. All compliments of Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Hopefully this is it, right? Fingers crossed. I was watching the live stream from last night because you're trying to find, I was looking for Hidden and Tatted Hearts and Mitchell. So I had to go onto the live stream to pull them up from the chat. And so I'm catching bits and pieces again of Nosy Neighbor Nancy. And the story was just so good. And I was reading through your all's comments on the chat, and I was laughing. If the comment stays, that would be terrific, because the one problem that I had that I absolutely love about using the laptop is at least the chat stays on. With the tablet or the phone, the chat would always disappear, and then you had to tap on to the prompt to bring the chat back up. I hate that. That is like useless. It's dumb. So hopefully, if the chat stays up on this, we've got ourselves a good one. We do. We always have a good time. And people don't know what they're missing. They really don't. I think if people would come in and check it out more often, it would seriously gain traction, because we always end up having fun. We get into good subjects, and we always end up having fun. I mean, look here. Robbie! Oh my goodness, hey! See, it paid to stay on. If I would have shut it off after Nikki, we wouldn't have got Robbie. But yeah, these chats are so good. Dylan's a permanent now. I would love for Jens to see if you could catch Dylan's live streams, if at all. I mean, at least like maybe the first 20, 30 minutes. He has a tendency to run them just a little later, but if Jens could at least catch about 15, 30 minutes of it. How have you been? It's great to see you. Awesome. Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, now see, because like it's 2 hours up for me, that makes it 9 o'clock for me. How early is it for you, Robbie? What time is it there? You missed the trivia, bud. Yeah, we already done the trivia and all that. Oh, is he? Okay, so I don't know what Montana's time is. 4:43. Wow. Mountain time. Okay, thank you. I knew that there was another time zone between Central and Pacific, but I wasn't sure. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, well, if you remember right, you had managed 2 marks on that one. We also played a different game. No, no, I don't either. And so now that I know all the time zones, I'll be able to mention those. That are to help a whole lot. Because not everybody knows what time it is for them. Not everyone. It's good that you joined in, Ravi. So you had mentioned 11:30. Are you talking about before noon, Dylan? Yeah, and that's kind of odd, isn't it? It it really does mess with the mind if you do traveling. That's the reason why there's jet lag. You gotta get back into your own time frame. Man, we've got to work this out so that everybody gets it. Because I want to send more traffic Dylan's way. Oh, that will definitely help a whole lot. Um, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it though. I do groceries tomorrow, which I've got to get an early start, and then hubby's got to go get fitted work shoes, and then we're going to eat out with his parents at 3. So I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. Wow. I had noticed she had messaged me last night on my singing video that it was soothing and it was helping her go to sleep. So that was good. And I thought, well, maybe I could do more like that. That way she'd have something to listen to go to sleep. Well, let's see. Um, 5 or 6 o'clock Central will work good for me. But that would mean me bringing up the time on my live stream. Oh boy. Which wouldn't hurt. I mean, I could do my live stream at 8 Central. I tell you what, you run yours when you can, Dylan. And after so much of time, because this is what I do with Grandpa's, because he runs his at 6 Eastern. So I'll do you like how I do Grandpa. I'll join yours, and then when it comes close time for me to run mine, I'll run mine. Yeah, sometimes I do have to think. Sometimes, Robbie. Yeah, I've been trying to run mine around 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock is pretty well the norm for people. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, you're doing a very good job at it, Robbie. A very good job. I think you're doing excellent. It's always good to support everybody. Always. Yeah, I know. I know. But the thing is, even you not being able to catch, you're still supporting. So, but anyway, Dylan, don't you worry. You run yours when you can, and I'll try to catch some time of it. What I'm really looking for more. Yes, absolutely. I agree with Dylan. Um, but I'll try to catch as much of yours as possible, Dylan. And as I was getting ready to say, what's more important is that at least some of the others here get to join you for a little while. And that's what I want to see the most, is at least them get to see you. And then we'll do what I can. If I have to up mine to 8 o'clock, so be it. It'd kind of be good for maybe you to give a short video of the times that you want to put them up. It is hard. It's really hard to decide, especially when there's so many good people that you want to visit and you want them to visit you. It's like for Grandpa and Kylie. Grandpa and Kylie both live streams on Tuesday, and I would love to be able to join both of them, but they both run their live streams at the same time. So that screws that up. And then Grandpa is again on Thursday. And so, but usually I find that I have at least 1 hour with Grandpa. Well, that's fine because I'm kind of deciding whether or not to run them on Wednesday. I haven't really made up my mind with that yet. And I'll try to decide by next Wednesday of whether or not I'm going to run them on Wednesday. Now, I want to give everybody a chance to be able to join. I don't want anybody missing. And of course, I know life happens. I definitely understand that. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? You don't have to go into the temple to pray, right? Well, I do know, like for me, where I'm 2 hours ahead of you, it really makes it late for me. Extremely late. Yeah, we definitely don't want you having any fights. You've got a prayer mat, right? Just pray right there on your floor. Put out your prayer mat and bow there. Oh, I can definitely understand that. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure where it was located myself. I'd never really heard of the place before. But yeah, that might do you some good, Dylan, if you run it about midday like that. You might get even more traffic. So aside from knowing what time that you're going to be running your stream, what have you got planned for it? General chat, or are you going to do more trivia, or what? Wow. I can see why that you don't want to go to the temple with all that getting ready to go on. Good night, Mark. Have a great one, bud. And I appreciate you and Nikki so much. Well, that's awesome. Now, see, that really tickles me that people is telling you what they would love to do with your stream. So that definitely helps. Night, Mark. Well, hopefully I'll be because I'm constantly looking over my notifications. So if I catch the notification and I've got a little bit of time to spare, maybe like between getting the groceries and hubby being ready to go get fitting um for his shoes, I'll try to join in. And if not, I'll just double check your channel to see if you're live. That way I can get some time in, try to give you 5, 10, 15 minutes or so. It was awesome. It really was. You know what? That kind of sounds like a good time right there. 12:30 Central. That does, because I'm planning on going early tomorrow to get the groceries. And hubby's going to be trying to sleep a little bit more. And then, like I said, we're going out with his parents about 3. And it won't take that long for him to get his new shoes. So, yeah, I think 12:30 should work. That way I at least get about 15 minutes in on you. Maybe even make 30 minutes. Or at least until hubby says, okay, I'm ready, let's go. I'm trying to encourage people to really check the videos that I do with the shout outs. That way people gets that traction in. I don't even know if anybody checked out the link that I sent for it's called Midlife Mama. And I'm gonna have to check out what she's got. Looks like she's another vlogger. I'll have to check her out. No, you go on ahead and stick with that because honestly, 12:30 sounds right for me. Yeah, you'll have to go back over the video. That way you can check out that link. I'm not posting the link again, but yeah, you stick with the time that you had mentioned there. That way you don't have to worry about the time for you. 12:30 should work out just fine for me. Where you do the 10:30 Pacific, the 12:30 Central. That should work out really fine for me. More than likely, I'll be back from doing groceries way before that, so I'll keep a watch out. At least get 30 minutes there. I like to let my husband sleep as long as possible. He doesn't go in tonight, but he's going to be staying up tonight once he gets up. That way he doesn't mess up his system. Oh, the video. Uh, Let me see here. It's been a little busy. I gotta scroll down here. I'll find her. All right, here. Midlife Momo. She looks pretty young in the photo. And she has 585 subscribers. I had make every day an adventure. It's 1 minute and 16 seconds. I'm assuming that's her trailer. Make every day an adventure. Midlife Mama. MAW. Kind of got a feeling I would like her. Yeah, she's a vlogger. No, she just has 583. She's under 1,000. 583 subscribers, that's it. So she's definitely fresh. She's pretty new. Did you get her name and the title? Oh, thank you, Ravi. Midlife Momo. MAW. Make every day an adventure. You want me to leave the link again? I'll just do that. I'll make that simpler for you. Okay, there you go. Well, I pulled up the link for you anyway, so. Yeah, I have, Robbie. I've been working hard trying to promote people's channels, encourage them to come to the live streams to participate so that I've got people to pull up and put out there. But I tell you what, there's been people telling me that they are getting subscribers because of what I'm doing. So it makes it worth it. Thank you. It makes it very worth it. Dylan finally reached 300 after being stuck in the 200s forever. And another one said that since I've been helping him out, he's got more subscribers than ever. And Southern Sweet Joy has grown a lot with me putting her out there. Not to mention her videos has really drawn the traffic. Yeah. And I was just telling them the other day, Robbie, that it's no longer about my channel, but it's about everybody else's. And I know through me trying to help others' channels grow, God's going to bless mine. So I'm trying to keep up with subject matters that people will want to watch, but on the whole part, I'm trying to put people out there. I'm trying to project them. And it has been really tickling me to see the people get up in their subscriptions. It's it's blessing me greatly to be seeing that. Thank you very much, Robbie. I appreciate that. I'm grateful for all of you, as I am. God has definitely put you in my life for a very good reason. And I'm thankful for that. I know I look forward to doing these live streams every night. And, it's like my regular crew comes in, and that is such a joy to see all my crew come in. And then when we get a new person come in that we can trust, and it's like exciting. Yeah. It's kind of strange how that when I had tried to do the live streams before, it was so difficult because I couldn't never find subject matters. And I really never did get that much traffic. When I had started doing the coloring pages, that's when my entire creative crew came in. And it made it so fun to be able to color like that. Till I chose that one page and then I lost everybody. And the last time I tried to pick up live streaming again, I really didn't get that much traffic. I didn't know what to talk about. And I don't want to do this. But now it's been more worth it than ever. Every bit of it. Yeah. Well, and God says that. He doesn't want us to look after ourselves. He wants us to be there for others so that he can bless us. And I don't think it's just a cliche that says it's better to give than to receive. Absolutely. Well, it's really good that you got to join Robbie. Really good. And I'm getting very tired, guys. My eyes are burning. And the good thing is I don't have to stay up and wait for hubby to leave. I can just go on ahead and get ready for bed. Yeah. It gets hard waiting until 11 o'clock to get to bed. I'm an early bed person. I like going to bed around 9:30. I know you will, Robbie. I will. Thank you, buddy. So we have been running this for 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I noticed that. I kind of figured that where you run those late night streams. 3 hours. 3 hours. It either was a very good game or you just wasn't ready to hang up the phone, as I like to say. There was no way I would have been able to stay up 3.5 hours doing trivia, as fun as it was. No way. But yeah, we're going to go on ahead and say goodnight, guys. I love you so much. Mwah. The rest left before they got their kiss. So anyway, and Robbie, you have a great day today, buddy. And Dylan, you have a great night.